For those who don't know me, my name is Peggy Dean. I am an artist, author, and educator. My biggest passion is to give you guys all of this knowledge so that you don't have to ruminate, you don't have to not know what you don't know kind of thing, and not know where to research and whatnot. So I'm going to take the years of experience that I have and hopefully streamline some of this for you. I love helping other creatives pave their own path that's unique to them in this creative space so that they can grow exactly what feels right to them and not having to take the routes that don't sound interesting or just not having to fall stagnant with your efforts. So that being said, let's talk about what you can do with your artwork. So there are two types of income that you will see with artists that are the main types of income. One is active income and one is passive income. Passive income is probably, what everybody strives for, everybody hears is the way to go. And the idea is that you make something once, you drop it, and then you don't have to do anything and it does the work for you. That can happen, but I will say that it does take a little more work. It will be required of you because marketing is a thing. But basically what you are looking at with passive income is you make a thing, whatever you make is going to continue generating income for you past the time that you create it. So in a nutshell, whereas active income is income that you earn right away, it requires your immediate work, and then it typically isn't used again after that. So let's look at some common income streams that you will find a lot in the passive income space. The first one, which you're probably pretty familiar with, is licensing your artwork. Now, licensing means that you're going to be looking at royalties or different terms. Typically, it is during a set period of time. So let's say somebody sees a piece that they like from you and they want to license it for greeting cards for 1 year. And then you would make a percentage of those sales. Sometimes you have an advance against those royalties, sometimes you have a flat fee, and sometimes they give you the option. I do want to mention that if this is a advance type of situation, I want to make it clear what that means, and that is when somebody offers you an advance and royalties. Your advance is money up front. When it comes to making your royalties, once that piece is live on that product, your advance will pay back what you would have made in royalties until that advance part is paid back, and then you'll start generating those royalties. So that's what that means when they say advanced. Sometimes it will be a fee plus royalties. That will be separate. That will be you get that full amount and you get royalties right away. So just a quick note so you know what that means. And then there's selling your artwork straight out. So this is usually a full out buy. You essentially turn the copyright over, even though you technically will still own it as the artist. Sometimes you do sign it over though, and that usually comes at a much higher cost. They're doing a buyout is what they call it. So you might sell a piece of art for $800. You might sell it for $2,000. It depends on your agreement with those companies. But that would be something where they would then use it on their products the same way that licensing would be, but they would be able to indefinitely and for any purpose. Whereas just to go back to licensing, you do get the option of having that be in a certain category. And if it's in a certain category that's exclusive just to that category within that time frame, like greeting cards, for example, you would still be able to take that design and use it on, say, home goods like bedding for a different company, because the exclusivity is only for a particular category.